Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are sitting down and as you can see, my eyes are not done yet because we are gonna be playing with the brand new Huda Beauty Naughty Nude eyeshadow palette. You guys, when I saw this, I lost my freaking mind and knew I had to buy it. It is so beautiful. So this isn't the first time I'm playing with the palette, so you're gonna be getting my full thoughts on the palette in general after using it a few times. So if you wanna see what look I come up with today and dive into the Naughty Nude palette from Huda Beauty, then sit back, relax, enjoy this video, and don't forget, like this video, subscribe below, and hit that notification bell. Okay, so before we dive into the look on the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette, let me open this up so you guys can take a peek. Ah, are the heavens singing? Because this is gorgeous. Like, what? We don't deserve something this beautiful. It is just, mwah. I love this so much. So pretty. So this is 18 pans. This retails for $67, I believe. I got mine on the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. So I got 20% off. So I think I paid like $54, something like that. So at the $54 price point, I can already tell you I'm really glad I picked this up. That's what I pay for other shadow palettes, and I feel like already, giving a little precursor to the rest of the video, this palette is bringing something to my collection that I didn't have already, which is really hard to do with as many palettes as I have. So far, I'm really loving this. If you get a chance to pick this up, definitely do. If you can pick it up on a sale, even better. But let's dive into the eye look. Okay, I didn't realize I hadn't done this yet, so we're gonna do this together. So satisfying. It's the best part. Oh my God, I love taking that off there. And look how pretty and new that mirror is. Okay, we are gonna dive in. I'm just gonna take a really fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M573, love this. And I'm gonna go into, I'm trying to use only shades I haven't used yet. So I'm gonna try to do what I did last time and put the palette somewhere on the screen, letting you know what shade I'm using. But I'm using the shade Filthy, which is the lightest shade in the palette, the lightest pink. And I'm just going to buff this in and above my crease to kind of just like shape where I want the eye look to go. Okay, that is really pretty, super soft. Actually coming out pretty true to color on my lid. It's a slightly pastel shade. So if you have medium to dark skin, this is gonna be a little bright, I think erring on chalky, but on my skin tone and lighter, that's really soft, a really pretty pink. Ooh, I'm loving that. Okay, let me grab a different brush here. I don't know which one I want. I just grabbed a handful from upstairs and I was like, what shall we use today? So I'm gonna grab a slightly smaller, this is a very stained MAC 217 brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade, ooh, I don't know. I wanna start adding some definition, but I don't wanna go too deep. So I'm gonna go into the shade in the bottom right. It's like a slightly deeper pinky tone shadow. And I'm going to take that, it's called Juicy, and I'm gonna stick that right in my natural crease. So notice how I'm not blending that really a lot. I'm kind of taking the shadow and just kind of like packing it in here a little bit, not a ton. And so I'm already getting a little more definition there. And then I'm gonna go in with the brush I had before. If I can find where I stuck it. I love to set stuff down and then I can't find it. And then I'm just gonna kind of very lightly lift my eye and buff those together. I don't mind if the line is super harsh. Most of this is gonna be covered by me cutting my crease. So just gonna, yeah, really liking how that's looking, giving me nice definition, slightly blown out, a really good start to the eye look. So I'm gonna copy this in the other eye and then let's move on. Okay, moving right along, I wanna deepen out the outer corner and further deepen up the crease. So I'm taking a Morphe M456 and I'm taking it on the shade Untamed. Just tapping that off. I don't want a ton of product on the brush. I just wanna like slowly start to deepen this up because I'm going in with a really intense shade later. I don't wanna like overdo it. So I'm gonna lift up my eye and I'm going to press this in the outer corner, slightly sweeping, kind of down at an angle and in. And then once I have the shape I like here, then I'm gonna lift up a little bit and just start to buff that into my natural crease. Shadow is actually coming out a little patchy. I don't know if that's user error or... No, once I build it up a tiny, tiny bit, it doesn't look patchy anymore. But for a second there, I thought, oh no, are we finally hitting a dud shade in this palette? But no, that looks really nice still. Take that, I'm just slightly building it up. I don't want it to be too crazy. Okay, no, I'm really liking this. It's looking deeper, it's looking slightly smoky, but nothing super dramatic. So I'm gonna copy this on the other side, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna start to play with some of these marble shades, y'all, because this is where this palette shines. Okay, it is time to dive into these gorgeous marble shades, and the one I haven't used yet that was really catching my eye is this shade Passion right here. It's this crazy, I don't know, it's really hard to describe the shift to the shadow. Oh my gosh, I'm just losing my mind. This looks beyond stunning. So I'm just gonna take this in my finger and I'm going to pack this onto the lid. Oh, because of my fat finger, I got really bad application, really messy, but this color is absolutely stunning, out of this freaking world. So I'm gonna take a Morphe M167. I'm gonna take this packer brush. I'm gonna load it onto a brush and I'm gonna see how this applies on a brush. Oh my goodness gracious, that is still applying so beautifully. I kind of messed up in the corner here. Okay, fixed. This is insane. The shift on this shadow is like blue, purple, burgundy. I don't know. This is what I'm talking about with this palette. These marble shades all give something just slightly interesting to them. There's just something about them that other palettes are not bringing to the game right now. And this is absolutely stunning. Okay, I'm gonna blow this out. I'm gonna apply this to the other eye, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna blow out some shadow on my lower lash line, and we are gonna finish up this look, you guys. Okay, so I'm actually going in, before I go on my lower lash line, I'm going back in with my original fluffy brush, the Morphe M573, and I'm gonna take that into the marble shade Hard, this guy up here. So pretty. It's more of a matte meets satin, and I'm gonna use this to really slowly go into my crease and diffuse this up. I want something a little warmer, a little more dramatic, so I'm gonna use this color to do that. So let's deepen this up. Wow. Okay, do you even see? This is like a satin matte, and it somehow has a dimension that something else wouldn't. Wow, I really hope this is translating as beautifully on camera, because this is just such a cool shade. Oh, wow, I'm loving this eye look. Okay, I'm just gonna take a little, this is a Dior number 22 brush. I'm gonna take that into the same shade, Hard. I'm gonna lift up and I'm just gonna blow this in my lower lash line. Okay, I want it to be a little more dramatic, so I'm going in with that dark purple-ish shade that we used to deepen the outside, Untamed, and I'm gonna use that on the outer corner. I'm gonna use that to actually connect this a little bit. Okay, that is much more of what I was looking for. That is so, so pretty. And then to highlight the inner corner, I think I'm just gonna take my little pinky here, and I'm gonna take that on the shade. Ooh, I think I'm gonna use the shade Shameless. It looks kind of like a duochrome color. And I'm gonna take that on my pinky here. And I'm just gonna tap that right on the inner corner. Yes. Oh, that is so cool. I wonder if I can get any out of my brush and get it down here. Yes, this is so, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go line my lower lash line, put some mascara on, copy this on the other eye, and then we're gonna come back for the final look and my final thoughts on the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette. Okay, everybody, we are back. I am here with the final look, and I just wanted to let you know what I finished up with. So, I went in with the Rimmel Scandaleyes Waterproof Eyeliner in black in my waterline. I took the MAC Lip Pencil in Soar and the Juvia's Place. These are the new lipsticks in the shade Chic. These are so, so good. I haven't shouted these out yet, but y'all, this formula is stunning. Feels like nothing on the lips, and the colors are gorgeous. And then last but not least, I did my eyes with the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara. I used both the volumizing and the length and curl side. I really like this still. The formula is a little wet to be perfect for me, but once it dries out a little bit, it is Chef's kiss, so, so good. But we are here for the final verdict on the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette. And y'all, I think it's pretty obvious, but this palette is a huge, resounding thumbs up from me. This is so, so stunning, okay? I'm not sure if this is my favorite Huda Beauty palette. It might be. It's really hard. Retrograde, Mercury Retrograde, I think is #1, but in a very, very close #2 for my Huda Beauty palettes is definitely the Naughty Nude. It's just so, so beautiful. I've said it once, but I want to really drive this point home. These marble shades here are everything. I haven't talked about the slippery shade here at the bottom. Honestly, it's whatever. It creased on me like after 3 hours. It looked kind of cute, but all glossy eyes tend to look like shit after a little bit, so I wasn't super surprised. But I would say, even though this is kind of the rest of this palette is absolutely beautiful. I highly, highly recommend, especially if you can get it on a sale. But that brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget, if you like what you saw today and you want to see more content like this, comment below. I really, really love to hear from you guys, and the engagement helps the channel out so, so, so much. Speaking of engagement, don't forget, thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, it helps me out a ton. Just let me know what you guys like, what you guys don't want to see. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all.